Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the Welcome to the show. Guys are doing well. Guys are having a wonderful day. We're doing episode number 4 or 5. I'm not sure because I've done over 20 videos today. I swear to God. So pretty tired to be honest, but hey, we're not complaining. We're happy that we're here. We're happy that we're here with you guys. So long story short, we're gonna be talking about V for Vendetta. If you didn't know, this is one of the reasons why I had this name. Why is V so important to me? Is because the day I created Vendetta, I was watching the movie V for Vendetta. So I was listening that day to Ice and Kill in Vendetta. There you go. Ice and Kill Inc. Vendetta V for Vendetta. But what does the revisiting? What does V for Vendetta? I'm tired. I should stop. I'm sorry. Why V for Vendetta is so important? Why does it touch us such a lesson? We fall in love with the character of V. We fall in love with the anarchists who just want to take down the government because we're seeing the government as this common enemy. We're seeing the government as this guy who's trying to, and there's a beauty in anarchism because there is a sort of what should we call it? There's this sort of like censoring when it comes to social media. When it comes to media as a whole, there is sort of like we don't talk about. There is like, for example, there's war right now in Palestine and Israel, and you don't hear a lot about it, but you should hear a lot about it because it's clearly a genocide. And you don't hear about it. There's music right now. Back in the days, they would talk about a certain subject. I would swear it wasn't a problem, and now we have a problem with that. There was shows that would swear a lot, and now we have a problem with that. One of the best way to do that is the Good Place, what they did. So Good Place made this heaven. They took this main character that swore a lot, and they put her in heaven when she couldn't swear. It was blocked, which was very, very fucking cool. But you're seeing this, and you're seeing this war to information. The beauty of V is the violence that he makes proof of. He does what he wants. He does what he needs to do, just to, and it's V is a sentimental. The first thing we see with V's is when he saves a girl, right? And when he saves the girl, one of the first thing he does, he dances with her. And for a lot of people, dance is a form of art. Then he protects some media, he protects some music, he protects a message, a idea. And this is why V for Vendetta is such an important movie. It's not so much about revolt, it's not so much about anarchy. At first glance, V is an anarchist. At first glance, this is about violence. At first glance, this is stepping up to take over and defend ourselves from the abuser, the predator, right? But it's not. It's not. It's a guy that wants to protect the value. The beauty of V isn't V himself. The beauty of V for Vendetta isn't V. The beauty of the evil of V for Vendetta isn't even the government. The main character is actually Natalie Portman. We're seeing somebody that was brainwashed, doesn't know better, and we're teaching her. And that's the beauty of V. The beauty of V is he gives her the tool to do something. See? The government is the villain, but the real villain is, why aren't you asking why? Why aren't you asking why isn't this possible? There's this curfew. Why aren't you questioning the curfew? You're accepting authority. You're accepting dictatorship. You're accepting totalitarian regime and not doing anything about it. That's the real villain. Is the people that are the villain. It's such a beautiful movie because we see the like a sociopath. He kidnaps a girl, he puts her in jail, right? And he makes her believe about a lesbian couple, right? And it's supposed to be the reality of V. It's supposed to represent V. And there's no proof that it's true, there's no proof that it's not proof, right? And the beauty in there, it gives her the courage. The courage of the person who wrote the message, right? Was the courage that she needed. And that courage was made belief. The story was possibly a lie. It doesn't matter that it was a lie. It gave her courage. And why is that so important? Why is that message so important? We're coming to a method of madness here. See, the whole movie, the government lies and protects and hides, and you believe them. But you believe them into a negative fashion of, oh, I'm gonna listen to what they're saying and I'm gonna take it for granted. For V, he gives a lie, but a lie that inspires instead of controlling. And inspire, the best thing about inspiring is you can do whatever you want. It might work, it might not work. See, the main character being being Natalie Portman, she has a choice to make, and V gives her that choice. Right? And the way the movie ends, it's a beautiful thing. She's talking to the camera. She's breaking the fourth wall, and it's a beautiful thing because the people at the very end choose to wear the mask. The movie is a masterpiece because so V gets he does what he has to do. He wins. V wins, but then they surround him and he cannot escape. And there's a bunch of people. There's a theory, and it's strongly implied in the movie that V knew that was his last night, his last mission. So what he does, it's kind of crazy. What he does is he said, "Okay, no problem. I'll do what I have to do." And when he gets killed, he says this one thing: "You can't kill me." To the governor, which is the alleged bad guy, is the on first view is the bad guy. He said, "You cannot kill me." He said, "Behind this mask lies more than just flesh and skin and bones. Behind this mask lies an ideal or bulletproof." So I do believe that the villains are the people, because they were blinded by the government. But at the end, they're implied by wearing the costume of V's that the ideal of V still lives on. I mentioned the main character being Natalie Portman, right? What has Natalie done in the movie? Not so much. The best thing about this movie, what it teaches us, when we revisit the movie, what you like about it the most, there was this director of radio, and he was hiding secrets. He was hiding media, control media, right? And he was also an anarchist. That V had the balls to do so. What V teaches us is to stand up. Not be violent, but stand up. And if that's not a good message, I don't know what is. Such an amazing movie. I do believe that not knowing who V is, not knowing his backstory, not knowing his identity, not knowing anything is good. Because again, at the end we learn that V is an ideal. You see a character like Robin, you see a character like Green Lantern, you learn there's many of them, and it stopped being about who is a real character. It's about the ideal of the character. You see a bunch of villain, you don't care about who they are, you care about what they're doing. And this is Z for Vendetta, you don't care who he is, you care about what he's protecting, what he's doing, and that is maintaining a sense of social media. I grew up watching Kenny vs. Penny. Kenny vs. Penny, they say a horrible thing. They say the F slur, they say the R slur. But back then it was acceptable. They made an episode about smoking weed, but weed wasn't legal. And you understand that this was something that we needed. It was something protecting media, protecting a freedom of speech, protecting a freedom of thought. We focus on freedom of speech, but freedom of thought is not important. See, freedom of speech is the ability to say whatever the fuck you want, no matter what. It's a beautiful thing. Freedom of thought is the able to think and have your own opinion. Now, why is freedom of thought more important than freedom of speech? Well, freedom of speech is you to repeat what people are saying. Freedom of thought, making your own ID. Now, I will always respect somebody that makes his own ID more than somebody who repeats something. You have an opinion? Cool. Explain to me why. You're seeing things one way? Cool. Tell me why. The why is a better reason. Why am I making 20 videos today? Because I haven't made some in a while. Because I'm motivated. Because I know that today's a good day. Tomorrow I don't know. That's why I'm making video. That's the why. And V for Vendetta is why. Why are you taking this totalitarian system and accepting it? See, there's a lot of implication. When Natalie Portman breaks the curfew, implication was that she was going to be raped by the two guards. If she was raped by the two guards, she would tell people. What would it change? Nobody would believe her. See? V saved her innocence. He stripped it away, for sure. He made her shave her head, for sure. See, there's not an implication. The movie is so open-minded, so open. Why is he cutting her hair? Does he need a reason to cut her hair? Maybe he just wanted to see herself. I personally, I feel like he shaved her hair just to push her to see herself in a different fashion. which is a pretty good one. That's about it. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.